Good morning. Welcome to Meet the Township. This is Tanya Gregg with ERA, and today I have Terry Tutt with me, Huntington graduate, former teacher, coach, and athletic director. We're glad to have Terry with us today. Last week she was at the U.S. Olympic time trials, and so I'm going to let her talk a little bit about what she's been doing. And here you
Take it
are.
away. Thanks, Tanya. I worked the Olympic trials where we selected our um, team that's going to the track and field Olympics, and it was in Eugene, Oregon. And I was there almost 2 weeks, and I just wore the outfit that I would have worn, and the shirt now is a keepsake. We'll put this away, but and then I brought my credential, and it has my picture on it. It has a QR code, which you can't get into the facility until you've been through screening and have that. So I'll put that on. We have to wear that every day. Yep, I brought a couple bibs to show. Matt Centrowitz, Gabby Thomas. These are both runners, and if you're in the track world, you know both of those names. And that's kind of what I've been out there doing.
Cool. So I know you've done high school track officiating, you've led up to college track officiating, and now you are here doing the U.S. Olympic time trials. And in 4 more years,
Right. My goal
your goal is
to work at the Olympics in LA.
Awesome.
2028. I'm on a track to do that. God willing, we don't know what the future has, but yeah, that's a goal that I've had since I started.
And so here we are at the Huntington track field.
Right.
Kind of your roots and where everything come together. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience?
I can. Yes, I can. So I always say I've benefited from Title IX because it came through in the early 70s, and I went into high school in the mid-late 70s. And so we ran track. I'm going to say on our track, which was an oval in front of the high school. And anyone that around here that has competed in track, we didn't have a track. We're blessed to have this one here. I'm really proud of it. But we'd go down the hill, and then we'd have to finish up the hill, and we had 5 hurdles, and that's just what we did. So that was my start. And then my freshman year, very honored to be a state champion in the 4x4 relay, and it just changed my life. A 14-year-old girl comes back as a state champion, and I just have always had a desire to give athletes the exact same opportunities that I was given here at Huntington, and that's what launched my career, but it started right here.
Started right here at Huntington. We talked a little bit about track originally was not your favorite sport, but through the success that you had and the teams that you worked with, you definitely grew a passion for track.
Yes, exactly. Basketball is my favorite sport, followed by probably volleyball and then track, because track is such an individual, gut-wrenching. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. But Judy Cook was my coach for 3 years, and then Rick Bethel, and I credit them, with all the training and things that we had just to help us get going there.
Sure. You mentioned Title IX. Can you be a little more specific about what that actually is for people who may not know?
Okay, so I think the 50 years, this ages me, but I think the 50 years was in 2023 last year. And Title IX was just not athletics, but it was equal opportunities in all the clubs in your school, and like band. And for me with sports, it just allowed us to pick up additional high school sports here that weren't offered at Huntington.
Sure, good. We sit here in front of the Wayne Haynes Victory Bell. The bell's not here, but the memorial is.
Right,
and,
right.
This is just a credit to what Huntington Township means to your family, the time you've spent here. Your dad vested tons of time in this district. I know he pushed you girls really hard in your athletics. Is there anything you'd like to say about
my family? My dad was very service oriented, and so he did things like help start the Little League program here, and worked with the boosters, school board, fiscal officer, and he was a church elder here at Bethel Chapel when I was a teenager, and I think that just set a standard for my family, to volunteer and to give back.
Sure.
So that's what I'd say about Dad.
The whole purpose of this Meet the Township is I really want for people in this community and our students to realize that you can do great things. We're coming from a township, it's small. We don't have a huge input of taxes and stuff because we're one township with not a lot of industry and businesses paying into it. But we have great people doing great things, great successes, and it's about finding your passion, setting your goals, and moving forward. Is there anything you'd like to?
I feel like that we have a very loving community and a supportive community. And Huntington Township, you know, we're full of great people. And so I'm
Exactly.
proud to have come from here. I live in Chillicothe now, but I have nothing but the best memories and would like to push the township as far as, you know, I can help people to go.
Great, great. So as always, we say go green. I have one real estate tip for the day. See what your monthly payment, what you can afford. Lenders say average between 25 and 28% of your monthly income. Start setting that money aside, and when you're ready to purchase, you'll have a nice down payment. Hopefully we can get you right here in the township. So thank you very much, Miss
You're
Tutt.
welcome. You're welcome.
You'll always be Miss Tutt to me.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, thank you very much for joining us,
Yeah.
sharing your experiences. Thank you for what you've put back into the community. It was a pleasure to have you.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much.
Go green.